Hi, I want to show our new controller, how to use controller and how to configure controller with our software. This is our new controller. To use the controller you need to download two files, user guide and program. Then start PDF file and check here how to connect the controller. Here connect network. Here connect power supply. Here is ground. Here is plus 12 volts. If this controller is lost in network, make connection here between these two ports. You will add resistor to wires. Next, power the controller. And start our program. Choose port and open. Check here. This is default controller number. Usually you need to change this number to something else. For example, this is our first controller. I will change controller number to 1. Simply click here. Next, you have many controllers. Repeat this action for every new controller. For example, to add second controller, what to do? Close port, add controller to network, power controller, open port, write here default number, write here new number, for example 2, and click here and click here. With this you will change controller number. Next, close port and repeat. Usually you need to change speed for every controller in your network. How to do this? Open port, click here. You have two options. If you want to change speed only for current controller, simply click here. If you want to change speed for all controller in network, click here and then click here. Now all controller or current controller will work at new speed, but program and computer will work at old speed. So click here, select new speed and open. Now program, computer and all controller will work at new speed. Next, if you want to change communication parameter, usually you not need to change this parameter, but if you want, write here new parameters and similar as speed. If you click here, you will change parameters only for current controller. If you click here and then click over button, you will change parameters in all network for all controllers. If you want to restore the default parameters, make this close port, disconnect power for controller, connect one wire here to ground and here to default port. Now power the controller. controller waiting. Simply remove wires. Controller continue to work normally. Controller will reset all the communication parameter, default baud rate and default controller number. Now open port. Because in our test controller reset all parameters, I need to write here default controller number. Click here, change again controller number. What is this? This is work window. Here you can view all communication between program and controller. Click here. This button works for this field. You can here write directly command and click enter on the keyboard, or click here. Here you can view command ready for sending to controller. Now I will click here. With this window you can configure all parameters in current controller. To test, currently I will disable this function. Now open test window. This controller has only output, so we will use this table only for outputs. Current number is here for this controller. So if you check, for example, and click send, you will send 8 bytes or 64 bits. Every bit means status for single outputs. Check here. You can view command. Usually you will use only this command to control the current controller or many controllers in your network. With one command you will set status for 64 outputs. How to use? For example, if you click here, when you click here, program will send many commands send with this interval. For example, because this cyclic command, if you want to view all command, now some simple tests. For example, if you click here, commands will send checkbox here, then click here, change, then again, test. You can change here. It is very easy. What this means, this parameter, clear output times. If controller receive not receive any commands for current controller or for any controller in network, controller will clear all outputs. For example, I will set this parameter to 1 second. Now, if I will send, for example, only first, after 1 second, controller will clear output because no next command. If I change, for example, to 2 seconds and click, after 2 seconds, controller will clear output. If you, for example, 1 second and a half and click here, for example, enable. Now, because program send every half second command, controller will not clear output, but if here is 1 second, if you change program send command every 2 seconds, but controller after this time will clear output. This function is for your protection. Usually if you use communication with controller or some kind of break for wires, controller will clear all outputs. Now, what this number means? These default numbers for every numbers. What this mean? For example, I will send all outputs. If I change here, for example, 100 and here 200, you can write this number in any controllers in network. Program. Now if I send, because I will send only from 0 to 63 and here number is bigger, all outputs except our outputs very important. When you send status of inputs or outputs, you will send status to all controllers in network. When you read something, you always read this thing from single controller. So in our case, only 2 outputs are switched on. If I click here, I will read regardless of these numbers. Because our controller has only 8 outputs, to read status for these outputs, here must be 0. Always first output is 0, second is 1, and so on. So if I for example I click here to view different, now I click create, you can view here. Here is always second outputs, here is always seventh outputs. So, in short, start program, open port, change number, click here, write new numbers, enable if you want, program, that's all for current controller. Here you can use syntaxes like this, or mix, for example. Get page 13. For example, this command. You must write only this part. Our controller is 0, so controller number, click enter. This means send, receive, send and receive. This part is runtime counter. You can mix command, for example, similar. This is a good command. So that's all for this controller. Thank you for watching.